It was just a casual day in Mondstadt, though it has been a very busy week for everyone. Albedo and Sucrose are walking together in the Favonius headquarters, planning to report their new alchemical findings to the acting Grandmaster. Albedo then suddenly requests for Sucrose to do the presentation alone, so that she can be more comfortable communicating with Master Jean. She reluctantly agrees, as she can never say no to Master Albedo, and starts repeatedly memorizing her lines. Albedo then heads over to another room, attending other matters. After around 30 minutes, his attention gets grabbed by a loud and high-pitched scream coming from another room. He hurriedly runs over there, thinking Sucrose might have just got too nervous, but what he saw was much, much worse. When he entered the room, he saw Sucrose in a corner, looking very shocked, with tears in her eyes. His gaze then followed hers, and he froze. Albedo saw Jean's eliminated body near her desk, presumably wiped out by someone, making him fall back in shock. The other members of the Knights also arrive after hearing the commotion, and they are just as shocked and confused as he is. Klee then hurriedly comes out of her solitary confinement after hearing familiar voices and thinking there's a party, but luckily Kaya closed the door before she could see the scary sight and request for her to play outside. Inside Jean's office, Albedo quickly composes himself and requests for everyone to calm down. He then orders Lisa and Amber to inform the people about what happened and to gather all the vision holders for a special meeting later the day, while him and Sucrose investigate around the room. They agree and leave, while Albedo starts observing his surroundings and calls whoever did this to Jean Q. The window was broken, and is presumably how Q entered the room to eliminate her. There was some scattered paper and cuts around the room, probably from the outcome of Jean and Q's fight, but other than that, there were no other clues that could lead to whoever Q is, making him think this person is very experienced. Sucrose takes Jean's visionless animo vision and promises to take care of it, while she would run tests on the vision. He then remembers that he can use elemental sight to look for clues, using a device that he invented. That same gadget was supposed to be what Sucrose was going to present to Jean. He found elemental traces all over Jean's body, so Q is someone that wields a vision. He then interviews the nearby guards, and they claim no other vision holder went inside Jean's office that day, except Sucrose, so unless she's Q, which he doesn't think so, Q definitely entered from the window. Fischel then enters the headquarters, and says to Albedo that everyone is gathered at the Dawn Winery for the meeting, so the three of them hurriedly heads towards Deluxe's house to start the assembly. Inside the house, people were scared, confused, and shocked. They start blaming the Abyss, or the Lorum's clan for what happened, and Lisa started getting very angry, almost destroying the entire mansion. They were planning on how to take revenge on them, but Albedo enters the house, interrupting their loud chat to make an announcement. It wasn't the Lorum's clan, or the Abyss, who did it. It was one of us, Albedo slowly says. If it was the Abyss, or clan, that eliminated her, then they would have also stolen important and very secret documents from Jean's office. But when he looked around, all the books and contracts that contains vital information for them were all left untouched, and there was no sign of someone even moving anything from the shelves. The same can be said for the Fatui, so it's also probably isn't them. In addition, it showed elemental traces on her body, and almost all of the Lorum's clan don't have visions, and the Abyss show different elemental traces when scanned by his new elemental sight goggles. Same for delusions, making Albedo conclude that Q is likely someone among us. Lisa, being very emotional at the moment, blames Yula for being Q, if it had to be one of them, because she's part of the Lorum's clan, and there has been rumors of them secretly plotting something. Barbara agrees, wanting to immediately avenge her sister, and everyone soon starts getting suspicious of her. Yula gets offended, but is too shocked to say something. Luckily though, Amber quickly comes to her defense, stating that Yula was outside of the city the entire time, defeating the literal camps. Also, just as Albedo says, if it was done by someone of the Lorum's clan, she would have also stolen secret documents as that would be far more beneficial for them than getting rid of the acting Grandmaster. Everyone then calms down, and they apologize for their impulsiveness. Albedo wants to figure out what everyone was doing earlier that day, and requests for Kaya to do the interviews, as this is his specialty. He's flattered by the compliment, and happily accepts the role, changing his demeanor from flirty and sweet to very serious and strict. He then commands his brother to bring in wine, and starts investigating everyone. Lisa, Noelle, and Amber claim to all be at the Knights of Favonius headquarters, doing their regular duties, and they could vouch for each other entering the building. Bennett and Fischel say they were together in Wolvendam, going out on an adventure, and Mona claims to also be in that area, as she was out on an expedition by the Adventurers Guild. The two can vouch for her, as they met each other when they were about to finish their adventure. Rosaria and Barbara say they were in the church, but Rosaria quickly objects to her statement, as she never saw her during her shift. Barbara calmly defends herself by telling them that she was at the basement of the church doing her morning prayers to the Holy Liar. That's why she didn't see. Venti asks what she prayed for, but Kaya stops their conversation, as he had the information he needed. Deluc and Diona annoyingly mentions that they were at their tavern after being accused by Kaya, and Venti can vouch for Deluc, as he was also at the tavern doing his regular performances. Klee starts accusing Diona because she doesn't have an alibi, but Diona fights back, saying they could just ask Margaret if they want proof of her being there. Klee quickly apologizes for her accusation, as she just saw detectives doing that on TV. Diona mentions that Q could still be Klee, but she quickly shakes her head, saying she would never do that to Master Jean. Albedo helps defend Klee by saying she was at the solitary confinement the entire time, so it couldn't have been her. He adds that it also couldn't have been him or Sucrose, because they were together the entire time, only getting separated when she was going to enter Jean's office. Sucrose continues the story from her perspective, and she admits to being the one who found the body. No one else was in the room when she entered though, and after she screamed, Albedo ran to the room, and everyone else soon followed. Kaya thinks he has all the information he needed, and requests for the meeting to soon end, so they could start fact-checking everyone's claims. Deluc swiftly stops him from leaving the door though, as he is still a suspect, and hasn't mentioned where he was. Kaya laughs for being accused of such a thing, but says that he was also in their headquarters, and was in an argument with Amber basically the entire time, about whether sprinkles or hot fudge would be the best topping on ice cream. Amber then annoyingly vouches for his claim, and comments that it's not Kaya. Albedo is happy with the information he gathered, and ends their meeting. Bennett realizes that Razor was nowhere to be found in the meeting, and wonders why. Fischel responds in a joking manner that perhaps Deluc didn't allow him in because of his dirt and poor manners. Lisa then joins their conversation to tell the real reason why, before they start making up rumors. Apparently, her and Amber couldn't find him anywhere. They looked all over Wolvendam, and the usual places he would be in, but he was nowhere to be found. Bennett is then seen visibly shocked, because he just saw Razor when they were out adventuring. He immediately runs out of the winery, heading towards Wolvendam, fearing for the worst on what might have happened to him. He ran as fast as he possibly could, and when he finally reaches the forest, this is what he sees. To be continued. If you ended up enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe and like, then turn on notifications to get notified on when I will upload part 2. Thanks you so much for watching this video. Bye.